Down at the Ocoee River, walking along, and I was thinking today about Gordon Lightfoot and that he passed away. And that was kind of sad because I had known a lot of his songs, even though I had grown up a little bit later than his music was out. I came to appreciate his music. And how did that happen? Let me explain. So we have to go back to the year about 1990. And at that time I was in Vadnais Heights, Minnesota. And I was living with 3 other roommates. And the guy in the basement, his name was Dwayne. And Dwayne wanted to open his own auto body shop. And at that time I had fixed up a 66 T-Bird, Toot Orlando, my first ever car that I did the body and got it ready for paint. And it turned out so nice. And he offered me a job. He said, well, I want to open up a body shop. Would that be something you would be interested in? And at that time, I think I was working at like a pizza place, like Little Caesars, Pizza. And I thought, well, let's see, auto body or pizza. And I thought, I want to get the heck out of the pizza place. So I ended up accepting his offer, and we opened a shop in Vadnais Heights, Minnesota. At our auto body shop, Dwayne would play Gordon Lightfoot all the time. And after, I don't know, a couple years, I kind of grew accustomed to it. And I learned that Dwayne was like a Gordon Lightfoot fanatic. He had a cover band, and they played a lot of Gordon Lightfoot songs, and they played around town in a couple different places. So at the end of the night, and on weekends, I would go in our shop, pull back these dusty plastic covers full of auto body dust, and I would practice singing songs, and I'd sing a lot of Gordon Lightfoot songs. And that was where I learned how to trash my voice completely and thoroughly, because I didn't know how to sing properly. But I loved to sing, and I just wanted to sing anyway. So it was at that point that I started buying some cassette tapes of Gordon's. So I also had learned that Gordon Lightfoot hadn't toured for many, many years, and nobody really knew why. And I thought, okay, if he ever comes out of retirement, I'm going to try to get a ticket. And it happened. After I moved to Portland, Oregon, I think it was like the year 2001, he ended up playing at the Schnitzer Concert Hall. So one thing that was really odd was when I was at the concert looking around, I was the only one there that didn't have white hair. That was really weird. And people were looking at me like, oh, he's here. That's kind of weird. So, but I'm glad I got to see him. And that was a good experience. I would regret not having gone. And what I didn't realize is that I didn't get another opportunity to see him again because of my life and the whirlwind and traveling and going overseas. So I'm glad I got to experience that. So if you had a Gordon Lightfoot story, if you got to see him in concert, I'd be curious to know. Let me know. Looks like a storm's rolling in, you guys. So when I was a kid, I remember hearing the song, Sundown, sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. And the other song, If You Could Read My Mind. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Gordon Lightfoot had some really amazing songs that really touched a generation. So Gordon Lightfoot had this haunting sound that he sang called The Way I Feel. And I just wanted to sing it just kind of in remembrance of him and of all the blessings and good things that I have gained through the years through his music and how it's made me feel. And maybe you'll hear this for the first time and feel something else.
Now the way I feel is like a robin whose babes have flown to come no more. Like a tall oak tree, alone and crying, when the birds have flown and the nest is bare. Now woman, Lord, is like a young bird, and the tall oak tree is a young man's heart. Among his boughs you will find a nest in. When the nights are cool, she is warm and dry. When the nights are cool, she is warm and dry. When the nights are cool, she is warm and dry.